So, hi guys. So now we are going to make our own template using Canva. So we are going to get that vision of yours and make use of Canva to bring that to life. All right. So we are going to turn imagination into finished designs in minutes using Canva. So as you can see, I have already logged into my Canva account here. So this is the home page of the Canva account. So this is my designs. This is the presentation. So Canva's templates provide shortcut, to good design. They're fully customizable. As you can see, we have pre-designed templates here. So you just need to edit it, to make use of the pre-designed templates here you can find in Canva. So they're fully customizable. So as I said, you can just edit it. So you can change the colors, you can change the images, and many more to suit your taste. So they got thousands of templates for every design. They have presentation, posters, infographics, Instagram posts, logos, Facebook posts, cards, A4 documents, brochures, videos, education presentations. You can always do education presentations if you are a teacher. You can always use that as a presentation for your reports or anything else. Animated social media, posters, landscape, photo collage, video presentations, invitation. Alright, so invitation, you can always use this when you have a party, or you have birthday, a wedding, christening, whatever invitations you are going to use, you can always, use there. So as you can see, the designs are all about Christmas, the deer, the trees, the stars. They're all Christmas because Christmas is fast approaching, and a lot of people are making time to prepare for Christmas. Logos, Facebook posts, cards, A4 documents, brochures, videos, education presentations. You can always do education presentations if you are a teacher. You can always use that as a presentation for your reports or anything else. Animated social media, posters, landscape, photo collage, video presentations, invitation. Alright, so invitation, you can always use this when you have a party, or you have birthday, a wedding, christening, whatever invitations you are going to use, you can always, use there. So as you can see, the designs are all about Christmas. The deer, the trees, the stars. They're all Christmas because Christmas is fast approaching, and a lot of people are making time to prepare for Christmas. So they send out invitations for them to have, just a little bit of party. But of course, with the proper guidelines of social distancing and wearing face masks and all this stuff. Okay, so next one is the Facebook covers, Instagram stories, desktop wallpapers. You can always use the desktop wallpapers here as desktop wallpapers for your desktop. You can customize it whatever you want. Aesthetic. This one, your stories, flyers, comic strips, YouTube intros. YouTube intros. You can always use this as well for your blog or whatever. A simple presentation.
these numbers: 10 million users, more than $50 million raised, and a valuation of nearly $500 million. That's a lot of zeros and a lot of success for Aussie graphic design business Canva.
Hello, how are you going?
But it all began a decade ago as a small yearbook design business.
So I was at uni and I was teaching design programs and they were super difficult and complex, and thought that it should be a lot easier in the future, and 10 years down the track, here we are.
So that was Fusion Yearbooks. How did that morph into what's now Canva?
With Fusion Yearbooks, we enable people to design their school yearbook and then get it printed and delivered to their door. And that was growing really quickly. But people kept on asking us, can we use this to design our canteen menus and our newsletters and all sorts of other things? And we thought, surely this has already been done by now. And it really hadn't. There was still nothing on the market that enabled people to design everything. And so we were like, okay, let's take this to the next level.
I just want to know something new about you.
So you can come here, you can choose from all sorts of different things. So we've got actually over 50,000 templates in here. Presentations, Facebook posts, documents, ebooks, marketing materials. So let's do a presentation, for example. You click on presentation and then you come in and there's templates specifically to design an awesome presentation. So you can drag the template onto the page and then you can edit any aspect that you like. Let's say you want a picture of the beach to go in your design. You can literally just search for that within here.
So you've got a whole range of really high-profile investors now, including Owen Wilson and Woody Harrelson, the actors. How did that come about?
In our early days, we had absolutely no connections in Silicon Valley, and it spent a really long time trying to meet people. And I went to San Francisco. I spent 3 months until my visa expired, living on my brother's floor, just going to every single meetup that I possibly could, trying to find investors. Nowadays, we're very lucky that we have actually investors come over from San Francisco to visit us. So that contrast has been pretty crazy. But in regards to Woody Harrelson, we met him through, I learned to kite surf at this kite surfing and entrepreneurship conference, and then he was actually a connection through that.
I've heard a lot of entrepreneurs remark about how the Australian tech industry or market is much more risk averse than the US. What kind of cultural differences have you noticed between the two countries?
It was actually such a big cultural shock for us when we first went to the US. I had to go from, in Australia, you're not used to much self-promotion and you sort of be like, oh, I've got this company. And then over time we realised that if we just kept on speaking like an Australian, we were not going to get anywhere with investors. So we actually had to start saying the things that our previous company had done well. Like, oh, we're the biggest company, blah, 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 the biggest yearbook company. And so having to learn to actually talk about your successes was a really big learning curve for us.
What do you make of the tech scene here compared to the States, especially given the changes to the rules?
Well, I think from a macro perspective as a country, Australia has no option but to really start to foster the knowledge economy. And so literally anything that we can be doing in that regard will set us up for a stronger future. And any step that's averse to that is a really terrible decision.